Ooh, we are live. So if you're watching this on a replay, this is literally just a very quick chat. Can't do a proper live tonight, everybody, I'm afraid, because the front room, there's no space right now. We've had to do a little miniature bit of rearranging. Long story short, the stand that we have our TV on, because we haven't got a TV on a wall because we're not posh, the stand that we've got a TV on was too low to the point where Theo was being able to hit the TV and ride his cars along the TV, and we didn't want it damaged. So I've had to buy a whole new unit for that TV, which we've built today. We've had to slot in place, but to fit that in place means manoeuvring everything else. So long story short, I don't have the space in our front room right now to do a proper live. So I'm literally popping on tonight just to have a very quick chat with you all. Good evening. Hello, everyone that's joined. Yeah, so we're just going to have a very, very brief chat. Hello, mate. Have a very brief chat here. And I'm stood in the kitchen again because, as I said, there's no space in there and the lighting is so dull in there with the standard light that you wouldn't be able to see me properly, and I haven't got space to set up the proper lighting. What I have done is I've had to move one of our bookcase shelving into the bedroom, which is going to be our sling shelving rack. It's a bit more compact in the bedroom. It's a bit warmer, better for raising the slings. The TV stand that we've got is a cube unit as well as a TV stand, so that gives more space for more display enclosures when we get them. And there is one more shelving unit that is arriving that will go next to that one, that will give us additional display shelving, and that will be it. That will be the last that I'm aware of shelving coming. So we've got space for 32 display enclosures right now. We can add on another 6 with the TV cabinet, so that's 38. And then let me think how many is on this next unit. 38. How many is there? Oh, 12. So there'll be, is it 12? 4, 8, 12. 4, 8, 12. Or is it 16? Do you know what? I can't remember how many compartments the next one's got. Let me think. Yeah, I think it's 16. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a mind blank, which would give us what, 32 plus 16, 50. Oh, I've lost track now. How many did I say? 36, 52. So we'll have 52 display enclosure units eventually in the course of the next few years. As we said before, I will be building them up over the course of years for our main display animals only. And now we've gone from 32 up to 50. What did I say? 56, 52. I can't remember what I said now. 52, I think. So we'll have just over 50 basically display enclosure slots now, and that will be it. So that's pretty cool. To give you guys a little update, we've had a few minor issues with some of the isopods we're keeping. We've had a few little culture crashes, but I'm working on things to increase culture size again. I've had some rehousings to be done, which I may do next week on a live for you, but if I feel that it's more of an emergency to do so early, I may do some of them early. A couple of them I am going to have to do because they are emergencies, but there's some others that I might be able to hold out for another week. So possibly next week we may do some isopod rehousings on the live to try and stop the culture crash and to get them to rebuild back up. So there's enough in there for them to rebuild the culture, but crashes happen, and I think some of them is to do with their environmental conditions in their starter culture enclosures. So the starter culture enclosures are quite small. That's to get the isopods to be able to meet and breed quite readily and easily. Then when they have a brood, my intention is to then put them into a larger home. But you guys know how it is sometimes. You don't get you don't time things quite right, so they end up having a brood. By the time I've gone to rehouse them, I've had a culture crash. So it's a little bit of a pain at the minute. Welfare 52. So yeah, I'm sorry that I'm kind of like just jabbering on. I'm a bit caffeinated, but also very, very tired. So my brain is tired, my body's tired from moving stuff around the house all day, and then the caffeine is giving me that boost, but not in the right way. So I'm jumbling up my words quite a lot, and I knew that would be the case tonight as well. That's why I didn't fight to manoeuvre the front room so that I could do a proper live for you, because of the way I'm feeling. It wouldn't go down well anyway. Like, the choice was to do a little bit of isopod stuff tonight, or it was going to be some sling rehousing. But with how tired I am, I'd rather not do sling rehousings. So that's why I haven't gone with that today. Hiya, Jeremy, and thanks to everyone that has popped on. Again, as I said, it's not a planned set time live. When I do start setting the times, that'll be the proper ones. But I will run a quick idea by you guys as well before I end up shooting off. Bear with me. Quite a long time ago, on the old channel, I was going to do a full collection tour, but I was doing it in the way of top animal. So I was doing like top tarantula specific species, top isopod specific species, and so on and so forth. And I actually really enjoyed making those. I had a few people that didn't like those, and the views were very fluctuated, but I wasn't sure if it was worth my time because they took quite a long time to edit. I am thinking at some point when I've got the time to properly film again, I might redo that, but in a slightly different way. So it will be species specific, it will be one species per video, and it will be trying to get a full collection tour's worth done. We didn't complete the full collection tour last time because I got a bit well, to be honest, I think I got a bit fed up with some of the comments who thought I was being abusive by rating my animals, but I was doing it in a way of keeping my personal thoughts on what I thought of the animal and how it was to keep them. But now I've got to that point where I don't really care about those kinds of comments, so I may start it again when I've got the time to film again, and we'll literally go through every animal here, because there's going to be big changes from BTS. I'm selling a lot of my animals, and I'm going to be keeping a lot of the display only ones. So that will be coming back to more tarantulas again, specific isopod, specific roaches, maybe the odd mantis here and there. Something that'd be very sentimental or beautiful or rare animals that will be in these display enclosures. So as of May, there will be a lot less for me to film, but bear with me a second. In March, I'm hoping in March to get a couple of weeks off work, because I'm due holiday that resets at the end of March. If I don't take my holiday, I lose it. So if I manage to get those couple of weeks in March, I might actually have some time to film some actual videos, or at least get footage to go to videos. So providing I get that time off, fingers crossed, then sometime after March, maybe in April, maybe in May, we might be able to have a few videos pumped out, and then when I've run out of those, we'll go back to lives and so on and so forth. But I will be able to feature some of the animals before they're sold. So you might be able to see some perhaps before BTS, and they might be ones that are going for sale, in which case you might go, you know what, I really like that animal, I want to buy that one, and we can sort that out at BTS. So yeah, we might go back to those style videos. What do you guys think of that? You remember the scorpion video? How many isopod species, colour, morphs, localities do you have? Not a clue. Off the top of my head, let me think of my enclosures. Probably about between 30 and 35 isopod cultures. Not all of them are doing brilliantly. Some of them are doing amazing. Some of them are not doing too great. But I'm doing all right with them overall, all right with them, apart from the little culture crash that we had. But the good thing about culture crashes is, as I said, you can bring them back. So I had, what species was it? Armadillidium vulgari pattern mix, I think it was. So variations of the patterns on the Armadillidium, and this was a culture I got a long time ago that completely crashed, and I mean completely crashed. And I found one isopod left in that enclosure about 3 months ago, and I thought they're gone. Couldn't find any babies in there. There probably were some, but I could not spot any babies in there. I then decided to just use that substrate and house some small roaches in there, burrowing roach species. And not only are the burrowing roaches doing really well, that isopod species has boomed back. So where I had one that I could spot in that entire amount of substrate, there's now at least 50, 55 of that particular isopod going. So because roaches mixed with isopods, perfection. It can really help a culture boom back again. So that's something that I'm going to be doing a lot more of as well. Isopod species that mean a lot to me. I'm going to find some roaches that will have a similar substrate need or humidity gauge need, or so on and so forth, mix them together, and hopefully we get more flourishing amounts of those isopods. It's really, really cool. Hello mate, thanks for popping on. Yeah, so this, like I said, this is literally just a quick caffeinated chat with you guys. I'm not going to stay on much longer. My baby will be due to wake up soon, and I'm also about to have my food shortly. It's in the oven behind me. So, do I know the P species Sevilla? Yes, I don't actually own Sevilla, but I know of them, yeah. And it's not something I'm going to own, and that's not because I have any issue with them. I think they're cool little isopod species. But when I sell a lot of my isopods at BTS, I'm going for much more challenging isopods. I'm going for a lot more undescribed ones. So things that are labelled as Cubaris that are not necessarily actually Cubaris. And a lot of Asian isopods. Basically, I want to work into Asian isopods after BTS. They're pricey. They don't come by very often, but that's what I want to work towards. So I do all right with Asian isopods. So I kind of like figured, well, if I'm doing okay with them, that's what I want to. That's what I want to work on. They were a big risk for me initially. I was like, do I want to work with Asian ones? I'm probably just going to fail them. But I'm quite confident with Asian now, and I would like to try to get into more like your rubber duckies, and not just them, various other Thai or Vietnamese or Malaysian species of isopod. So, hello Mitch. So I didn't see you on. Oh, this isn't a proper live, mate. I'm just popped on just to explain that, because I can't access my little setup at the moment, because I've had to do a bit of rearranging because of the boy damaging the TV. So I've had to raise the TV unit, which meant rearranging other things. Long story. So I was just popping on to talk, and I was discussing isopods. And I actually have a table at BTS this year, so I'm going to be selling on a lot of my collection's worth, because after BTS I am focusing solely on animals that I want in display. So certain tarantulas that I want in display enclosures only, certain isopods, roach species, mantis species, anything that I really want in a nice display only, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on. Slowly building up my display enclosures in my cube shelving. They're like the Kallax stuff you can get from IKEA, but they're not. They're actually home-based shelving, a bit more expensive than the Kallax from IKEA, but that kind of shelving. And we're slowly just going to build it up to be this real nice display place, because basically, because I'm in Danielle's home, and because I'm taking up her space with the bugs, it is only fair that I make it look nice. So a lot of them are now stored in our front room. There's not enough space in the bedroom. The baby's currently in our bedroom. I don't want to be filling up Theo's room with them, so they are going in the front room, which is obviously a family room. And it would be wrong of me to just fill it up with messy tubs everywhere when it's Danielle's home. It's our family home, and we don't have enough space here to have a bug room. So we're just going to make it look damn nice instead. That's why we're going to go for full displays, and really interesting and pretty animals, and animals that are sentimental to me and to Danielle as well. And that's the plan over the next few years, is building up these displays. So we worked out there's a roundabout just over 50 spaces for display enclosures, and there'll actually be additional room on the tops as well, and that will probably be the smaller ones, like growing on juvenile animals or young animals, which will then end up in the display units when they're large enough to have a big enough cube unit to be in. So you got a cat mantis. I've had one once. I got a couple of molts out of it, and then that died on me, so I was a bit gutted about that. That was a long time ago though, a long time ago. Hello mate, thanks for popping on. Oh, one thing you might be able to answer for me, Mitch, because I've never sold at a show in my life, because I'm not a trader. This is just getting rid of surplus stuff. At BTS, I've paid for my table. I don't know what happens next. So I paid for my table about a month ago. Do I just wait? I got an email confirmation of paying for it, but to know where my table is, like which one I've paid for, and the bands, so the trader bands and stuff, I don't know how that works. Is that something that would get posted to me, or is that something that I find out in an email nearer the time of BTS? Do they contact me, or do I pick it all up there with proof of my purchase? I don't really know how it works. I don't want to arrive at the BTS and not be able to get in because nobody knows who I am. If you know what I mean. Like at Invert shows, it's pretty straightforward for me to figure out, but at BTS, I haven't got a clue. So the table is paid for. I've got extra early access bands that I needed to buy as well. I've paid for them. I've got my confirmation email. I just don't actually know what happens next. So if anybody knows that's traded at BTS, please let me know, because I don't know what to expect or when to expect it. Obviously, it's a few months away yet, but I literally have no idea. And obviously, at some point, they're going to do their trader list, and they don't know who I am. So, well, they shouldn't know who I am just from the purchasing side of it. So I don't actually know. You'll get a letter of all the info for all plant wristbands. Close to say, thank you. You've helped take a weight off of my mind, because I get anxious and I get worked up about things because I'm the type of person, I don't like the unknown very much. With my own life, it's weird. I like the unknown with animals because I like to figure it out. But when it comes to planning and stuff with my life, I get a little bit edgy. So you have saved me there. Thank you. Possibly getting my favourite species of tea this weekend. Is that Pantherbetia solaris? Because that is my favourite. Or perhaps it was something different when you last asked me. I can't remember, but that's generally been my favourite tea. And if you do, well, that's pretty awesome. They really do like that. Usually maybe around April things will start to happen. That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm really excited. And you know what? I don't even care. I'm not even really doing it for the money. I need money to buy my display enclosures. But I decided to sell my surplus at BTS just so I've been that side of a table with my own stock. So obviously I've done the YouTube thing. I've sent things off for loaning for breeding. I've helped out at Invert shows. I've helped out other people's tables. Blah 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 blah. I just wanted a time to sell my own stuff, but just to have it off my bucket list. Like, I will never be a trader. I will only really sell my surplus stuff when I get surplus stuff or anything I've ever bred at a show now and again. I don't intend to ever import or be a proper trader, but just to have that experience behind my belt is exciting to me. So like I said, even if I don't make any money, so be it. It don't matter. It'll be great fun. I mean, hopefully I do sell some stuff because I need to make some space. That's one of the purposes of going there. But even if I have to sell stuff off dead cheap, that's fine. Oh, sure is. So you're getting a Solaris, are you? Outrageous, outrageous. And I won't be able to come and see you again anytime soon because you're miles away. You'll have to send me a photo though if you do. I'm surprised there are still people sat on this live. I've just been nattering about rubbish with my strange, deranged, caffeinated brain. It's mental, absolutely mental. But yes, fingers crossed I'll have some time off in March so I can actually start producing normal videos again for a little while for you guys. That'll be good fun. And then I have some time off in May as well, but I'm not going to be working on YouTube in May. I'm going to be spending it with a very good friend of mine. It's all going to be about that holiday, but I might make a video or two, but I won't be focusing then. So if I get this time off in March, I'll be able to focus. You'll love it. People will want to come and buy from you just because it's, oh, you're too kind. You are too kind. I don't know. I'm not about as much as I used to be. Like I used to have quite a large friendship circle, I think, especially in the YouTube community, and I used to do a lot of collaboration work. And life's just hectic now, really hectic, and I'm less sociable than I used to be. And I don't do that deliberately. I'm just, everything just kind of piles up and gets on top of you, and I feel a little bit bad sometimes that I'm less in contact with some people, and a lot of my YouTube friends have vanished over the past few years as well, which is a real shame. So I feel kind of a little bit, I don't know, maybe a little bit outcast now. I think I've found various groups of people that I've got on really well with, and they always kind of like start to vanish, and I kind of feel like, I don't know, I'm a little bit cast aside now in the YouTube world compared to what I used to be. There's people that I've still got good friends, but I haven't got a particular friendship circle as such like I used to have, and I've got an enemy circle. There's still people that hate me out there, quite, but I don't know. I feel a little bit awkward about it now. Which would be prices like at my stand? That I can't answer that because there are still some things that I'm looking at right now, and I'm deciding whether to sell or not to sell. Like I've got, I probably will not sell her, so no one get your hopes up. I will probably not sell her, but if I get desperate, I do have. She's either adult or sub-adult female Pantherbeteus ultramarinus, which is probably the most expensive animal I currently have, I think. I also have an adult female, and I am likely not going to sell this one either. Psalmopoeus ecclesiasticus, which I never see an adult female around. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen an adult female, so I don't even know what they're worth. But I would say that they've got a decent value to them. But the likelihood is I will keep those. But if I get desperate, they may end up on the list. Oh, thank you guys. We all have enemy circles, says Greg. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. And it's all good. It's all good. I am really excited to go, actually, because I haven't had early access to BTS since 2018. And you know what? That was the most special BTS ever that I've ever been to. 2018 was like, it was like a new wonder of the world to me. It was the most amazing one that I've ever done. The last one was great. 2019 was great. Obviously, we couldn't go in the COVID years, but 2018, I still go back. I don't watch my own videos normally, but I still will go back and watch my 2018 BTS video. It's on the old Bug Realms channel if anyone wants to watch it. That video brings back so many fond memories, real fond memories. And I don't think it was just because I was early access. I think it was because it was still quite new to me. It was the first BTS I did, and I made some amazing friends. And, you know, the fact that back then it was a very young channel. I think I was only in my first 100, 200 subs on my old channel. And the fact that people said hello to me was mind-blowing. I was like, how do you possibly know who I am? Like, and there's all these other people that were like my idols that then just became my friends. Like, it was an amazing experience, absolutely amazing experience. I'll get you on a live for BTS, have a chat about it. We can get all excited about it together. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I am. I'm stoked. I'm super stoked. Like, I've been planning so far in advance. Like, I've already got my hotel room booked. I haven't paid for it yet, but I've got the money to one side already for that hotel room. I've got another backup money. I'm hoping to get a lift with my friend Beth, and I've got the petrol money for it already to one side. But if I can't get my lift from Beth, I've got that little bit extra that I've put to the side to turn it into train fare. I really don't want to have to take all the inverts on a train, but you know, that would be really awkward. But I suppose it's doable with an extra pair of hands or two in suitcases. I don't know, but yeah, they should go in the car. Everything should be fine to go in the car. But yeah, I've got all that planned in advance, and I'm just really excited. I'm not fussed about the presentation of my table because, like I said, I'm not trying to wow anybody. I'm just literally, this is what I've got. You buy it or you don't buy it. But just seeing everyone again, can't get quite as drunk the night before because I'll be trading this time. Oh, I think my food's ready, guys. Yes, we got a reminder set for our food being ready that's just gone off. Right, anyway, you've got me all excited, Mitch, but I'm gonna end this stream so that we can eat. Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
There is our chef for tonight. He's going to
cooking a bag.
going to sort out our food. Thanks for answering. I've probably seen your live these 100 times each already. Love your goose size. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for popping on today. Thanks everyone for popping on today. But I'm going to call it now. I'm going to shoot off before I end up burning my elbows on the food there. So thank you guys. I will see you next week. Hopefully for a normal live. If not, we'll jump on a quick one like this again. I will say hi to Mitch. Says hi.
Hello.
All right. See you later, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.